is finally cool enough to be able to plant bulbs. And I'm going to start out rather conservatively by planting some bulbs just in pots. Now I've got these two beautiful urns. These are actually part of my QVC collection. And I'm going to fill them with Party Punch Tulip Mixture. These are a Brex bulb. I fell in love with this kind of yellowy orange, let me see right here, shades of orange, yellow, and red. It's one of the things that I love about Brex bulbs is they will tell you on the package itself how tall the bulbs are going to get, whether they're a mid to late bloomer. These are going to bloom mid to late spring, and how tall they're going to get, 18 to 24 inches. So this is an absolutely gorgeous blend of a color palette that I don't, heretofore I haven't used that much, but this year I'm doing this kind of vibrant yellow orange, kind of a reddish tableau in the potager because I think it's going to be distinctive, it's going to be unusual for me, and I'm trying something different that I haven't tried before. Though I have definitely used Brex bulbs before, and I know they are going to be very reliable. So what I'm going to do is a couple of things. First, I'm going to prep my pots. Now these pots were filled with some other things during the summer growing season. I have pulled it out. I most recently had some coleus in here, but I've pulled it out. Now I'm going to fill this back up with dirt, and here's a tip, you guys. So what I did was I dumped all of the old dirt out, and then I just mixed it 50-50, the old dirt that had been in there, the old potting soil that had been in there, with some really new, beautiful potting soil. So I'm not wasting any of that old dirt, but I'm nevertheless still going to be getting my bulbs off to a really good start. Now these need to be planted about 6 inches deep, and I can easily accommodate that in this pot. I'm not really sure how many are going to fit in here. I'm going to guess. These come in packages of 25, so it makes it easy for me. I'm just going to kind of dump them in here and see how many I can fit. And I'm planting them, you guys, oh, you know, maybe an inch apart, maybe a little bit closer than I would in the ground. And I'm going to start on the outside and move to the center. Now, a couple of things that makes this easier. I do have garden gloves on. And I'm also, Stuart, if you can show, I'm working on my driveway. So to make it a little bit easier on my knees, I do have one of these cushioned pads, which if you've got arthritis in your knees, or you just don't want your knees to be exposed to that hard surface, then that's just very helpful. The other thing that I always like to have nearby, which makes cleanup so much easier, is just a whisk broom and a dustpan. Now these are going to be, I think, situated, at least in my head right now. I'm going to use just a few more, I think, in here. So that's 25, maybe I'm going to get about 30 in each container. So these are going to be at the entrance to the potager in the back, along right in front of those two posts that go into the potager. And then I'm also going to plant these in the potager itself as a border along the walkway. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So I think that looks pretty good. Notice that I am not using any additional fertilizer or anything, because all of the food it needs is in this wonderful little package. So now that I've got these in and in place, I'm just going to come back and cover it with some of my mixed dirt. And I can see that a lot of seed heads from my redbud trees have kind of hidden themselves in this soil. And notice that I'm also giving enough clearance so that I can get this pot watered. And by the way, these pots have excellent, excellent drainage, which is crucial to planting bulbs in containers, because the biggest, I think probably the biggest cause of bulbs rotting in containers is that they get too soggy, they get too wet, and they literally just turn to mush. And we don't want that to happen. So what am I going to do after this? Well, I am going to give them a good watering, and then I'm going to pretty much leave them alone, but I am going to cover them. Now you can cover these with almost anything, with a trash bag, with a tray, really pretty much anything, but this will keep any kind of pests and critters away, any digging squirrels or rodents, anything like that that might get into your storage area. Now for me, my storage area is my garage, and I will have, I don't know how many pots with bulbs that I am planting in them in my garage, so it will be pretty crowded. But these will be fine. They'll put out all sorts of root growth. I'll check them periodically, but I really doubt that I'm going to have to give them much supplemental water, if any. And then as soon as it's about time for them to bloom, or actually pre-bloom, but they start showing their little tips pretty aggressively, then I'm going to bring them out, expose them to the sunlight, and they will then bloom beautifully in these pots. So the key factors are, you want to make sure that they stay covered, that they're not overwatered, and that they're somewhat protected. Now some I put in the, most I put in the garage, where yes, it will freeze, but they'll get some protection. If I can't fit all of these pots in my garage, then I'll show you another area where they're kind of protected outside, and where I also ensure that they don't get overwatered. So that is my little rendition of how you plant tulip bulbs in pots. It would still hold true for any other kind of bulbs. I've got a bunch more Brex muscari and daffodils that I'm also going to be potting up in containers. But right now, I think that I have given these Party Punch tulips a really good head start in these gorgeous urns. Well, now that I've got my two containers with my Party Punch Brex tulips in it, I am going to plant, as I said, in the potager, in this border here that runs up and down, or alongside rather, my brick walk that I just redid this year. I am just going to dig a little trench here. Now, I'm doing this because I could use like an auger attached to my drill, but I think for this purpose, because I want them to be really pretty close together, I'm going to do it this way. So I've got a nice little trench that's about 6 to 8 inches deep. And then I'll plant these bulbs in here. And I have, Stuart said I was doing math in the garden. So I had, I think, about 175 remaining. So that tells me that along these 4 sections, I can plant about 43 in this section. So at least I know I'll have that many. It may not require that many, in which case I'll have a few extra to plant someplace else. Now, I could mingle the tulips in with the greens that I plan to have growing in the spring. Some lettuces, spinaches, chard, that kind of thing. But I don't want to do that because then I don't seem to get enough coverage of either. And these areas are very small. So that's why I'm doing it this way. So I'm going to plant them here, and then what I'll do is plant the remaining area with my greens and my spring things like radishes and maybe some peas. Okay, so right here, this is going to be, I think, 50. So let me see what this does. And I normally, you guys, don't plant tulips this liney. I typically like to have them grow in more of a, almost like a blooming shrub fashion. But in this case, I want them to be like little soldiers up and down the edge. So I'm going to plant these in here like this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So see, 14, 15. So then I'm going to come 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes, I do know how to count. 21. So I'm definitely going to have some extra bulbs. And I think I know where I'm going to plant them then. Okay, so all I have to do then is cover up my trench. See how quickly you can plant bulbs when you do it this way? It's amazing, really. And I will, of course, water these in too. And this is where it's really handy, you guys, to have your little whisk broom. I might put another one down there at the end. So I think that ended up being about 30 to 35 bulbs. And I'm not real particular, you guys, as long as the bulk and the volume of tulips is approximately the same on each side, then that will be good. Okay, so I've got a few remaining. And now I'm going to go over and do this side, but I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to water it in really, really well. I did not use any kind of bulb food. All I have to do now is just wait for that bulb magic to begin, and I anticipate that next spring it's going to be absolutely glorious. So thanks Brex Bulbs for my Party Punch Tulip Mixture inspiration. Well, here's my fashion epilogue for today. My work gloves are Cool Job. I think I got these off of Amazon. My earrings I also got off of Amazon, I believe. They're just a pair of faux silver hoops. Love them. My shirt is Goodwill. It is a sleeveless denim shirt that I thrifted. My sweater is Moth via Anthropology. I love this sweater because Stuart said it's kind of ambidextrous. It keeps me warm when it's really cool out, but also it doesn't get me overly hot when the sun comes out and temperatures start to rise. My breeches are Gap. They're skinny jeans that fit into my Sundance boots that I've had forever, and I want to show you this if I can. Look at, they've got a wonderful a wonderful lining inside. I've had these forever, but it's another reason to love them. I consider them an investment purchase and a good investment because cost per wear is probably in the pennies now because I've had them for so long. So there you go. There's my fashion epilogue for today.